Piles of forever chemicals going on our food supply. Look at that. Human poop, bio waste, sludge. That's what's brought over here to Eastern Washington to go on the food supply. Look at it all. See all that? That's bio waste. Human poop, sludge, full of all those toxic chemicals. I'll leave a link below. Check it out. That's what they're putting on our food supply. There's already lawsuits against government and corporations right now from other areas that have been poisoned by this. That was right there. And we'll go on down the road and there's another big bunch of it right there. Go ahead and check that out. There's some more right here. Forever chemicals. Toxic waste on the food supply. These are wheat fields. Dryland wheat. Look at all that. Milo. They're bringing it over from Seattle. King County. This was an area right here in one of my earlier videos. See the lighter colored patches out there? That's where the piles of the human bio waste were sitting. And they scoop it up and they spread it. And the interesting thing is, it's not the farmer that's picking it up and spreading it. The farmer's approving it to be put on their field because they're told it's nutrition. But it's brought over here by a corporation. That's a wheat field right there, if you didn't know. And the corporation actually has the tractors, the trucks, the whole system. They got a whole system set up in town where they're the ones that spread it. They bring it over here to Eastern Washington from the west side, King County specifically, and they put it in piles like the piles that I'm showing in the video, and then they scoop it up and they spread it out in the fields. Yep. There's a bio waste sign right there. I'll try to get a little view of one. Here's the site saying public notice, proposed biosolids application site. And this one here, biosolids application site. It's already been applied. Right here. King County Department of Natural Resources, Peter Severson, Department of Ecology. Boulder Park Incorporation, which is the company that's putting it on. As you drive down the road, there's all kinds of those signs. These are fields that are future application sites that haven't been planted yet. And these fields that are growing all these different types of crops and stuff have already been spread with that human bio poop. They've been doing it for several years here. And now we'll come up where we'll see some more signs right there. The white sign and the white sign right there on the fields that haven't been planted yet. And they're gonna spread it, till it in. Last year, they put it on all these fields that are now growing, that have the wheat crop growing in them. They plant wheat every other year. So the field has a year to cycle itself and break down all the in leftover stubble and stuff and create more nutrients. But all these fields that are green now had the bio crap put on them last year. Biosolids. It ain't just poop. It's everything else that goes down that drain. There was a sign right there. Right on the wheat field. Amazing, huh? Where the crop is actually growing. Well, the thing about biosolids, it's everything that goes down that sewer system. From garbage waste to everything. Your hair care products, which got all that forever chemicals in it and all that other stuff that they use it in. I'll leave a couple links below on that show all that stuff. And all it is the moisture's taken out of it, so everything's left over, everything from the shampoo to the poop and all the other toxic chemicals, the laundry cleaner, the floor cleaner, the paint, whatever else is dumped down that drain ends up on the fields, because all they do is dehydrate it and make it into a biosolid, which is whatever comes down that drain to that sewer system where they concentrate it, and then they spread it on the fields. Hey, check this one out. Here we go, right here. Check this out. Look at this. There's the scooper right there, the pooper scooper, and all those piles of poop. Look at that. Goes on for half a mile. Look at that. That's all bio waste. That is what they are putting on the food supply. Alright. Thanks for watching. And there's dozens of spots like those. That's 3 spots right there. But there's dozens of spots like that all around here. Like I said, they've been doing that for the last couple years here. And somewhere down the road, they're going to do like they did in Texas when they realized that it actually is poisonous, because they can't cover up poison. I should leave a, if I can remember, if I can find it, there's a link of what they did in a town called, I think, Quincy, where they put in the 60s and 70s, they put metal stuff, byproducts, metal manufacturing byproducts on the farm fields, saying it was like a fertilizer product. Well, the plants will absorb it like a fertilizer. Well, guess what? They come to find out that it was toxic to all the fish and the frogs and all the different creatures in the area. Just amazing how the government approves putting poisons. Just like I said about the FDA. The FDA doesn't approve vitamins and stuff like that are good for you. They approve how much poisons can be in our food supply. That's the only thing the FDA approves. Oh, look at that. Another white sign right there, huh? Wow, amazing, huh? They're everywhere. And what they do is they scoop that up into the spreaders, like that scooper that was there, that front loader. They scoop it up into the spreaders and they drive it out to these fields, and they just spread the poop and toxic chemicals. Can anybody figure out what the hell's the matter with our government? That just proves right there our government is completely bought and paid for. They will approve putting toxic chemicals on fields. They did it in other areas quite a few years ago, and they've already found out that it's poisonous. And they're still doing it. Amazing. All approved by the U.S. government. The USDA and all that stuff. Explain that one to me, people. Explain that one when the government's supposedly supposed to be out there to protect our food supplies. Bye. Thanks for watching. Biosolids application site, which means they've already put it down. What is that? That's grassland. That is where they're grazing the cattle. So they're putting human toxic chemicals right in our rangelands where the cattle graze. What? Anybody? Anybody tell me? That is just crazy. And what's really crazy is how come they put up all those signs saying, oh, future application site. Oh, biohazards or bio-waste, it doesn't say hazard, but it says bio-waste have been applied. Here you go. There's the second one right here. Biohazard application site. Huh, isn't that interesting? So they're applying it on grasslands where the cattle graze. But anyway, if you spread cow poop or from that stuff back there from that ranch, all those piles of cow poop, that ranch I just passed, they don't have to put up signs saying, oh, cattle bio-waste, we're putting toxic cow poop out there. No, they only have to put it up, and they have to get permits to put human poop out. What does that tell you when they have to get permits and applications and all this other stuff to put out human chemical waste onto our crop fields? But you can dump, or they can put cow poop on the fields, and they don't have to get all these permits and everything. What does that tell you? That tells you they know there's toxic chemicals in it. That's exactly what they're saying. There is toxic chemicals in it, and we know it, and we have to get an application, permits and everything to put it down. Amazing. Well, people, you gotta love the U.S. government and our giant companies and corporations. They're willing to do anything to make a buck. Our bought and